Right, guys, as we've been looking at the BF-110C6, there's another premium which is available at the moment. So let's have a look. We've got the French ground attack, the NC, also with 30mm cannon. So we're in the 30mm cannon range. That other one has got the 110 has got one single 30mm cannon. This one's got two. I think we should give this a try, but it's 12,500 gold for it. So let me get it and test it out. Now you can have it with no weapons. Let's check out what's like the stats with how it affects. Let's have a look. Well, let's just get this first. So I'm doing this review for you guys, okay? So here we go. Slot in the hanger. Purchase that. Yep. Let's just do this. Plus the 300 for the slot. 2 sets of premium. Ammo upgrades. Let's see what ammunition we've got. Standard, high explosive. I'm going to go for incendiary because I actually want to set fire to some ground targets. Let's have a look. Arm piercing incendiary. Yeah, let's increase the chance of fire. So we'll go for fire extinguisher, first aid, and that. Then we want. Let's have a look at. It's so diminutive. Look at this, and you got the guns at the back. So that's a little hidden surprise for anyone coming up behind you, which is quite nice. And we'll do a comparison in a minute with the 110. So bear with me when we have a look at that. So that's looking quite nifty so far. Now, always we want a nice paint job. So let's apply that first. Getting those in, and then do we have any upgrades? Ah, yes. Let's get some get those bombs in. Let's see if they affect the specifications. So let's put the bombs on. See if it affects any of the details. No, nothing changed. So that's good. So we've now got those bombs. They're probably hidden under the fuselage somewhere. So paint shop. Let's see what we've got. Oops. Oh, that's more my style. You know, I like the sort of reds. Oh, that's quite nifty. Ooh, that's sort of in your face. Yep, I like that. What's this one? Glossy, glitzy, a bit too high. It's not in your face enough. So let's have a look at that one for now. Let's work our way through these. See what we can find. That's quite in your face as well. So put that as an option. Then we come to these. Let's see what we've got for the desert camos. So we'll stick with that one for now. The marine. What have we got? So between those two, that's more in your face. So we'll go with that. Let's have a look at the nose. They've got lots of women, but no bears at the moment. So we'll give that a miss. Emblems. Little bunny rabbit. Oh, cute. It's a little. Looks like a fox having a little sleep. And what else have we got? Any bears? No. Well, let's just go for an Irish flag. Work our way up. Where is my little flag? There we go. That's nifty on there, so we'll apply that. Boom. So we've got the paint job. We've got the cannons. Let's have a look at the crew. That sort of setup. Oh yeah, and we need some equipment to suit this. So let's have a look at. Let's check out the aircraft specs. Oh. Now between this low airspeed, good boost, ineffective, good survivability. Powerful rear gun. So we're going to need, let's see what's going to suit. Concealing, no. Improved cover, additional hit points, reinforced airframe. Now I want something, there's less chance of damage, extra armor plates. I like the sound of that. Let's have a look. Bombs and rockets accuracy, that's quite useful. I'm going to go for rear gun stabilization to aid with the the defense. Then we've got improved flaps. Let's have a look. Okay, we'll go with that, which will allow us to operate at slow speed. So if someone's coming up behind us, we can actually go slower and make them overshoot and then blast them with our cannons. Now, let's have a look. Improved covering, additional hit points. Yeah, and less chance of criticals. So we'll give that a go. That's it. That's what we're going to run with. So let's give this a first run for its money. See what it's like. Is it worth, because you've not only just got to get go for the ground targets, but you're trying to defend yourself, attack other craft. So let's see how nimble it is, whether you can actually dish out some punishment while you're on your en route taking out the ground targets. But with these twin 30mm cannons on the front, I think it's going to be quite a bit of a beast. So I'm 28 seconds so far, but I like the look of this. The concept looks quite good, and the size of it should be quite nimble. But there's only one way of finding out, so we've got to test this out, see just how it rock and rolls. But as the first French on the tech tree, leading up to what I presume is going to be a new French line, let's go and see exactly what it's like. So yeah, I'm waiting for it to be just a thumping beast of a cannon on here. Twin cannons. You saw what the 110 was like. Oh, we didn't compare it to the 110. Well, remind me about that, guys, when we get to the end. So I might have to do another view. If I forget, I'll do another video on it. But I'll try not to forget. But you know what I'm like. Okay.
Approaching the area of combat operations. Be ready.
Okay. So, where are we going to go first?
Show me what you can do, pilot.
Let's head over. Let's see what this is like boosting over. 29, so 40 seconds of boost. Speed looks quite nice. It feels quite manoeuvrable. Let's give it a bit of a wiggle. Turn from side to side. Yeah, it feels a lot better than some of the Russians. They're a bit sluggish. So we're going to head in and let's go and help capture the zone here. I'm going to go in against the ground targets. See what we can find. Let's have a look at those details. They're coming in above, so let's circle. Let's get down low. Interesting way this looks. It looks just so squat, which is why it's well, just able to maneuver so well, I think. And look at the number of bombs it's got. I got someone coming in. That's interesting to see. Bomb away. Oh yeah, that's nice. Someone's oh, nice abilities. It's turning very neat, turning on a dime actually. Bombs away. More bombs, let's get that sorted, and now we can try and have a go against these guys. Okay, it's out of range. We're doing a number on these. Let's get that last AA out of action. Oh yeah. Bomb away. Very, very neat. So that's coming on nicely. Let's just circle, take a wide arc, circle round. That's gone. Cool. Bit of power on. That's done. He's coming in. Let's slow this down. Let's see what we can do. Get some shots in on him if possible. Oh, couldn't quite bring it on him. It's not as it's not as maneuverable as a fighter, but it's, you know, it's a ground attack. You don't expect it. So, as attacking ground, it seemed to do it quite nicely. So we'll head in from here. Ground attack. Let's go to the centre actually. So we'll start off from there and work across back to where we were. Let's boost through. 40 seconds of boost. So I've got a good feeling about this. So we'll get in. Let's see what altitude. It seems to be able to climb very neatly. He's taking him out quite nicely at the same time. So let's get some damage. Now we've got no bombs at the moment, and we'll see exactly. That's it. Take those out. We'll wait for the bombs to come back in. Because over time, you can see the white line at the bottom. You get. Let's circle back through.
Enemy bombers inbound. Don't let them reach their target.
Do a bit of damage to those on the way through, and we'll circle in a moment. So the power of these seems to be a little bit down. Apart from when you're going against the AA, that seemed quite good then. Power our way through. So you've got to do a couple of runs. But the second run... There we go, we've got bombs. Bombs again. I'll deal with that in a moment. Power out, past the trees. Let's get in. Drop that bomb. Oh yeah. You can just have fun playing with these, you know. Or drop a bomb on it. Fighters incoming by the look of this. Over there somewhere.
The enemy has control of all key objects. You cannot leave it like that.
Bombs away. Oh! Right, so the rear guns aren't quite as good against an IL as they would be against something lighter. So the MG's not so good against tough targets, but I'm sure if it had been a fighter, then we would have been able to take it out.
You've done what you could.
No! But you still 4,500 points of damage. It doesn't feel as focused enough. It's a combination of different factors. So let's have a look. Rear cover, self-defense master. So we took down one target with the rear guns. So that shows you that against a normal fighter, not a heavy fighter, that it can deal with those targets. The bombs, large number of bombs, so very useful. You don't have rockets. Now, how does this fit? Maneuverability, it feels very maneuverable, but the way the guns function, the 20 mils, it just doesn't seem to quite have enough oomph. And I'd organise the have a look at the service, because I'd put in high explosive incendiary. I was hoping to set fire to some of the buildings. That was part of my thoughts, and it didn't seem to work. The bombs are good. High explosive incendiary just didn't seem to quite have it. So what we'll do, I'm going to go for standard. We'll try standard instead of the incendiary, which will make it cheaper for you. How do we do money wise? So it says we made 79,000 credits. Very nice. So 79,000 credits. It's a tier 8. That's on a loss. That's still a very nice amount of credits. So what we'll do, we'll get into to the next game. Well, before I do that, let's do a comparison with this, information about that, and then get into the German. So we can do a straight comparison between these two and see, while I remember information about those two. So side by side, so we can see how it how they function. Survivability. This has got a lot more hit points, considerably more. Let's have a look. That's neat. Gun armament. Twin 20mm guns. 7.92. So the guns on this should be able to get through something heavier. We'll see. Well, we'll give it another try. The sheer firepower of this, with something in front of you, really feels good. So we'll have to try and do something about that. Now, down to the airspeed. Airspeed 605. Airspeed 583. Very neat. Now let's have a look. So, do a straight comparison. Stall speed 85. Stall speed 180. So you can go much slower without stalling with the setup I've put in place. Rate of climb 60, rate of climb 42, so it's much more manoeuvrable. Then we come to the, let's have a look, dive 630, dive, let's have a look, 740, so this is much better at diving. Top speed 580, top speed 500, so trying to get away, this has got the ability to, well, to get away more than the C6 can. But this is a tier 8. You're looking at tier 4 with this, so you know you're getting a lot for your money with the C6. Then we've got the manoeuvrability, so let's check those out and compare them. Turn 16.6, turning 17.3. So this is better at turning. The roll 50 degrees a second, 65. So this rolls better. Let's have a look. Altitude performance. This rocks at 800 meters. This rocks more at 1700 meters. So this is a low working beast. So now we know a bit more about it, and before we do that, you can fire up to 875 meters. The optimal is 700 meters. So without further ado, let's get into the next game. Now we know a bit more of those facts, we can see what it's like. So that 70-odd thousand credits on a loss felt okay. Didn't do a lot of damage to planes, whereas you saw the C6 did a lot of damage. Oh, if you saw the review of the C6, you'd see that it did a lot of damage, and it was very functional. And being able to work from the higher levels of 1,000 to 2,000 meters gave you a lot of options. You could go down and do ground attack, or you could work up high and come down, kill people on a strafing run, and then go work your way back up high again. Whereas this is a low to mid-range beast, but at that height, it's more maneuverable. So we'll see. We'll give it a run for its money, because it feels like a lighter fighter than the C6, which it is lighter, but it's got a lot more hit points because it's a proper ground attack. The guns in the front seem very good. Ripping those buildings to shreds, taking out the AA, it does a nice job, but it feels, without those additional MGs, it feels slower to damage buildings. We'll give it another try, but having the additional payload of that many bombs gives you opportunities, especially with the likes of self-defense, where if you go over a mountain, drop it just on the crest as you come over, and any planes following up behind you are going to catch the blast straight in the face, which I demonstrated in the other video. And I'll try, and if we get the opportunity, then I'll try and do it with this one as well. But yeah, it looks sexier. There's something about this. I like the squatness about it. So what we'll do, get in, move straight into the center, go for the action, and so let's boost, see how quickly, because the other ground attack don't feel like they can generate the IL-10 actually feels more maneuverable, but the older ground attacks seem to have issues. Now this is surprisingly fun, manoeuvrable. You can see it turning from side to side. Very, very neat. So let's get in, get these targets. Yeah, let's sort him out. To slow down.
We are losing the military base. There are too many enemy aircraft.
Now we move in to take the next. That's it. Working our way around. Go for the AA first. Someone else is helping. Ooh, this is nice. Nice at taking down other ground attack planes. Oh, someone. Okay, that was a bit of a doozy. But you saw it's very neat at taking down very heavily armed ground attack. We were just ripping straight through his armor. So yeah, very useful for that. So we'll give that another try. So we're looking at different things. I was wanting to test what it was like against other targets. So let's boost in, go for more targets, try in more of an offensive situation. We've gone for ground targets. We know what it's like. It's good against AAs, other buildings. It seems a little bit scrappy. But the IL-20, let's get in, see who's going where. Look at the ranges. While we're on the way, I want to take out that AA gun. And then turn to face him. Let's go for him. Let's try and boost up towards him. So I'm trying to get the drop on him. Get behind the IL-20. I think I've got someone on my rear. Let's slow down. I'm trying to turn. Ooh, see what we can do. So this is better against heavier. I can hear my MG going. I've got someone behind me, I think. Let's turn. Try and rip him a new one. Oh, goodness. Bit of a jet issue, so I think it got a tier... Oh, yeah, looks like tier 9 just took me out. Look at those guns on the front. So, even against that, our armor's not so good. Oh, goodness. It's stopped. I'm just going to pause this as I get back in. Okay, we're getting back in. Come on, you know you want to. Come on, World of Warplanes. That's it. Come in quick. Yeah. Nice logo. Get me in, quick. Get me into my plane. Well, at least I was dead. Whereas I suppose after that happened, I would be dead. Don't you hate coming back after something like that and you come back dead?
Cover your allies. Hit the enemy.
Oh, okay, we're in. See what's happening. Let's work our way through again. They're moving over to the right. Let's get into the center. 4,000 meters. We've got him up at 3,000. Emmy coming in that way to see what we can do against him. He's going over the other side of the mountain. I was trying to work out where he was for a second. IL-20. Let's try and get in and... It's good at accelerating towards things. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I thought I had him. Now we do. There's something on my tail. Get down low. Slowing down even more. Very neat ground attack. Bombs away. While we let the guns... Got someone coming in my tail. Drop another bomb. Try and catch him in the blast.
Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off from support. I say again, support will not be available.
Oh! Now an ME1... Okay, him coming in... Just the same as us going... You get one of these in your sights. He's good against us. We're good against others. The 30mm cannon, very, very nice. Good at just chewing through heavy targets. Probably very good against fighters, heavy fighters. Well, like we saw heavy fighters. But against the bombers at the top. So let's try and get high. And see if we can run the ground attack. Let's see if we can get in. Okay, I hear you.
There's a heavy storm here. Unable to proceed.
I'm going to try and get high, see if there's some bombers we can go for, and see if we can move in on the bombers and try and rip them a new one with the 30mm cannons. But playing this, it feels a little bit listless. It's like there's no excitement. You're focusing on what's there. It's nice to be able to just do this sort of thing. Let's try and get as high as possible. What's the ceiling? What ceiling do we have? So we've got 30 seconds to find out. So coming up to 1,000 meters, and this operates up to about 800 meters.
The enemy has control of all key objects. You cannot leave it
They're
like that.
coming in. Let's see what we can do. I might be in trouble. Oh, I was about to... Oh,
Fall back and regroup.
shucks. Okay, they've 3,000 points of damage. Let's have a look and see how we did in comparison to the others in our team. Let's see. But it just doesn't feel exciting. No damage, but in comparison to others, so we're mid-table. I'm not used to being mid-table. I'm used to being from this sort of area and up. So it seems it's a little bit underperforming. Summary. Let's see how many credits we make. 20,000 credits. Very underwhelming. But for you guys, I'm going to try. I want to work out the best way of running this. So let's get in. Let's go for another one. I'm not gonna let you down. I want to work out the best way of running this. And if it's just not possible, you saw what we did with the tier 4, earning 70,000 credits, relatively easy. This, on the other hand, it seems like a struggle. So I'm doing something wrong, because we should be making another 20,000, 30,000 credits. For a tier 8, this seems a little bit listless. You haven't got loads of machine guns, but you've got some really thumping guns. The 20mm on the back and the 30mm on the front.
You are entering the zone controlled by the enemy.
So I'm going to play this. I'm going not the help with the ground attack, but what I'm thinking, going in on the front line, look for fighter bombers, take them down. So that's what I think this will be able to do. So I'm going to head over towards the airfield, see what we can do over to the right. Over to the left now, actually thinking.
Approaching the front line.
Okay, let's get as high as we can go. Use the boost to get up. And I want to be able to just help the team to make the most of these big guns. Maybe that's what's going to give this the edge, because right now it's just not quite got it. Let's have a look. 340 kmh, but 1500 meters. It's not doing too badly. 12 seconds left of boost. So let's get in. 1600 meters. Okay, let's see what we can do. See what it's like in this combat situation. He's going to be gone. Let's try and follow this guy. What's it like assaulting airfields? Let's try and boost in to assist. He's pulling away. Range, we're not able to get in. Oh, there we go, got one target. Oh, my mouse has gone funny again. That's very nice. That felt very good then. Oh, and he's gone. Oh, he set him on fire. That was nice. Let's try and turn the dime, see if we can get him in our sight. I'm having problems with my mouse at the moment. I've got someone on my tail, therefore let's see what we can do. Work our way through. Turn it, get in behind. Guns coming through, so that's quite nifty. Force them in behind me. So I think I've got two of them. Let's flip it the other way. Not bad. You're a bit of a target, and it's actually quite nice. You feel really tough. This is quite a good way. I know that sounds a bit strange, but going in, being the focus for the enemy, and helping your team to win, and coming away, we've got almost all of our health, we've got all of our bombs, and we've captured the zone. So, yeah, I think this is the way of doing it. So let's get in, try and do the same. We're a bit slower than the rest of the team. You don't want to go anywhere just on your own. We've got enemies coming in there. Let's try and intercept them. Come over the hill and far away. Oh yeah. Oh yes. This is the way to do it. Let's go in after him. Oh, he's on fire already. Oh yeah, serious damage. I think is he on fire again? We're taking a bit of fire. But this is more like it. This is what you want to be doing. We're putting the pressure on him. Oh! But we were a distraction for one of their fighters, and we weren't doing a bad job. That felt like an awful lot more fun. So what you want to do is get the pressure on them. Let's get down there as quickly as possible. Just push in, start attacking, get straight in, cause them problems, get in their face. So it's more offensive. Ground attack is not really your thing. Now here we are up against 2, 4, 6, 8. Is that 8? 7. Let's see what it's like 7 against 1. They're following behind. Let's go over here, try and drop a bomb, take him out. and force him to be in the position so my guns can get a shot on him. Very, very good. So hugging the mountain.
Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. Support will be unable to reach you. Do you read me? Over.
Drop a bomb, try and catch him in the blast. Oh yeah. Working like this, using the terrain.
Launching rocket strikes on our complex. Try to neutralize the enemy military base.
Where are the rest of them? Let's try and boost in, see if we can help. He's pulling away too fast.
Here. Unable to proceed. Return into base. Do you copy?
Let's leave them to it. Let's get in and actually try and do some damage down at the base.
They've almost got us.
Bombs away. Try and catch him in the blast. Pretty nice. Taking out the things on the way through while they're having to try and deal with us. Oh yeah. And we've come through. Yeah, we're taking a bit of damage. We've got no weapons left, but we help secure this. This is what you want to do. Just get in, get up high, and take it to the enemy. It's much more fun this way. So let's boost, get in. More of them coming in. I think I took him out with ramming. This is very solid. Someone's coming in behind us. Let's try and get him in range. He's gone. Next. I think they're afraid to attack us now. Oh! But that was a lot of fun. 6,000 points of damage, just under. So this is the way of doing it. Take it, and into their face, give it to them large, fight them on their own turf, use the mountains, use the terrain, use the cover, and you won't go far wrong. And then when you get the chance, go down, take their buildings out. Very, very... Now, this is a lot more impressive. 6,000 points of damage. Yeah, I'm more impressed with this. So this is the way you need to play it. So if this sort of playstyle suits you, then go for it. But I would say at the moment, until the French come in, as a standalone, it's... Well, what's it going to do for you? Let's see how much we earned. What was the... So, damage. We're top on damage. That says how bad the rest of our team were. Okay, so top on damage, almost 6,000. In the top two, you know, for a ground attack plane, not bad at all. How much did we make? 91,000 credits. Now that's not bad. Anything above about 70,000, and it's you're doing all right. So 91,000 on a defeat. You can't do this in a bad plane, but you need to know the method. Now you've just seen the method. So if this sort of method and this way of doing it suits you, and it can be an awful lot of fun. It's one really, really tough little badger, and it's nimble over those mountains. You saw just working those ridges, dropping the bombs, trying to catch them in the blast, and with those 20mm cannons on the back, plus the 30mm cannons on the front. This is now growing on me. This is something that people don't know how to deal with, and I think this has got a special niche, which I think you will see some horrendous scores from some really good players with this. So yeah, for me, this has now got the thumbs up. But 12,500 gold is a lot of gold. Is it worth that amount? I'm not so sure. It feels a bit overpriced. As a standalone French plane, it's unique. Not many people are going to have them. But for grinding your French crews, it's not really much use unless you get the French line and you specialise in ground attack. So really, I would say maybe they should have come out with a fighter to be able to help you get your fighters ready, or a heavy fighter for the heavy fighter role. So it seems a little bit superfluous, and I think it's a one-off as a nice collector's piece. That's exactly what you get. So for the money, the value of 11,000 gold. So let's look at the gold value. I'm just clicking in. So it's 12,500 gold. So you're looking 10,000 gold for £30. 2,500 for 8. So you're looking 38, 39 pounds. Is this a £39 plane? And I've got to say no. £39. Whereas the German, you're looking £13. No, not 13. It's, bear with me a second, let me just call it up. Let's just check, working down. £5.13. I knew there was a 13 in there. £5.13. And you're looking £35 for this. It's definitely not worth £35. Definitely not worth £35. £13 definitely. £20 maybe. £35 definitely not. So for me, sadly, it's got to be thumbs down, even though it's very interesting. But it just took me a couple of games to work out what you need to do with it. And in that role, as a one-off, it's very, very interesting. And anyone you meet out in the skies isn't going to know how to deal with it, because it's a tough little badger. And if you can use the terrain, you're so slow, they haven't got much time on target. And your guns, you can flip it, take them to pieces, and be a right nightmare. And while that's happening, it should, unless you've got a bad team like I just had, you'll be allowing the rest of your team to win the game while they're trying to focus on this nimble little ground attack plane that can that can be ground attack, or it can be plane attack, whichever you choose it to be. So with a reasonable team, I think you could have a lot of fun and bring a lot of carnage while you're having a lot of fun. But playing it just as a ground attack is a little bit boring, because it feels a little bit too slow, and you're just meandering and with no real purpose. The guns aren't firing a lot, and it's a bit boring and monotonous, as you saw with that first incarnation. But when you take it to them in a battling situation, it's like a little Wolverine. It's a little Wolverine that's backed into a corner, and that's what you get with this. And for that reason alone, I like it, but it's not worth the money. But it's your choice. It's your money. For me, I'm actually glad I've got it. And I'm going to be playing this more because it is so unique, and you won't see them very much because it's not worth the money, and you've got to be dedicated to work out how to play it. But at least now we know how to play it. So thank you so much, guys. I'm the Gaming Bear, and this is the NC 1070 ground attack plane, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. See you guys. Bye.